Hello everyone, this is Linda with Tinbird Studios. Glad that you are here today. And what I've got to share for you today are some finds from an antique mall. And I purchased these items some time ago. Wasn't able to show these to you until now. So I'm glad I'm getting this done today. And so the first item is a Merry Christmas coloring book. And the designs are the illustrator is Florence Sarah Winship, and again, her work is very collectible. And I just think this image is just so wonderful. He's got Santa, and he's doing some painting, and then you've got this wonderful painterly approach towards all the imagery on the surface. So I just love it. It's a friendly face, and the surface is flocked also. It's a flocked coloring book on the cover. So that's pretty cool. And this is from the Antique Gallery of Round Rock in Round Rock, Texas. So it's an antique mall. So I was really happy with all the items that I decided to purchase. So this is a pretty big book. It's about 11 by 15, and does have one page that's colored in, but I don't mind that at all. And this is from 1953 by Whitman Publishing Company. And so this is the first page. And then it has some damage here and there, but I don't mind that at all. It has these beautiful images. I just love that. The two birds. I'll show you a few more pages. Okay, just some really cute items. Another page. Another page. And I think my favorite page is actually the one at the end. I think this is really, really cute. It's Mr. Merry Moon, it says at the bottom. And it's just this moon with snow falling. Got a couple of trees there. But I just love this imagery. I love the images of moon on Christmas night, and it's just so beautiful. Okay, and so this is the back. The back isn't flocked. So again, this is my first item, and the one I was, I think, the happiest with, because I do collect vintage coloring books. Okay, some other items that I found that I'll share with you today are this really cute Holly Hobby kitchen mitt. And I'm not sure how vintage this is because it seems like the more modern version. But it was at a great price. I think this one I ended up paying something like under $2 for. So I thought that was great, and it's in really good shape. And so I wanted to share these with you before I ended up washing them. I give everything a gentle wash and then store them for Christmas time. Okay. Another item that I found was this wonderful piece of fabric. It says love. It's got hearts on it, and the colors are very rich. I love that. And then, I like the way that this um, person at the booth had her work displayed. Very organized. Everything was labeled. Just added that extra touch to keep things in a nice, presentable condition. And this was I think it was booth 9865. And I just, appreciated the way, the person had everything laid out. And so this is a really cute fabric, and I'll just go ahead and clip this real quick. Just grab my scissors. And that way you can get a better look at it. Okay. And so, I have several Valentine fabrics that I ordered. And so I think this would be a nice complement to them because it's just the right, tone of red. It's this cheery, bright red. So I think this will work with the different projects I have in mind. Now, this one, I think for this one, it was under $4 that I paid. So I think it's quite a bit of fabric. Um, I'm looking at it, and I would say it's got the little pin there, so the bow pin, which I'll save. But I think in terms of yardage, this is about a yard of fabric. So a yard of fabric for under $4, I think is wonderful. Okay. And then in the same booth, I did find this little swatch of fabric, and I think it was like 50 cents maybe. But I think this would be a great um, addition to maybe a stocking, maybe the cuff on a stocking. I just thought it was beautiful. I think the accents were perfect. And so just a lot of detail, but just enough to kind of show up a piece. All right. And in that same booth, I found this vintage ribbon. And anything that is made in Japan, I'll usually purchase. Um, and this is called Stribbons. I think that's cute. I think the graphics are wonderful. And so it was intact. And I think for the ribbon, it was under $2. So I thought that was really great. And anytime I find any kind of ephemera or anything that's wrapped really that's vintage, I'll go ahead and get it. And I think this would either make a nice display or I could use it in a project. In that same booth, no, this is a different booth. But so let me go ahead and finish with that same booth that I had mentioned. And I found these small flock Santas, and I have several of different types of these flock Santas. And these were at a really good price, so I couldn't leave them behind. And everything she had labeled with a thank you, so I really appreciate that when they take, just that pride of their shop. And so let me take this one out. I love this little gold hanger, this ribbon. And so here's one of the Santas. It's really cute. Okay. And so I think in very decent shape. This one looks perfect. There isn't any wear at all on any of the flock surface. And the little ribbon is intact, and I just love this gold ribbon. Just adds that little sparkle. So that was also from that same booth. And I think these were under $1.50, so a great buy. And then in another booth, in that same booth, she had these little reproduction sets of like little cards, but these would be great for, any altered kind of ephemera that you're working on. And what it is just these reproductions of different ads. And so I'll tear one off. But these would be great for any kind of altered art that you're making. Let me do the candy one. I'll try to separate it without damaging it. Okay, so this is what they look like. And then on a white background, let's see, it shows up a little bit better. Okay, I think some are more brightly colored than others, but thought that was great. Okay, and that was one booth. So there was a total of 3 different booths. The coloring book was at one, and then the coloring book. I think the booth number was, let me see, 0729, and this booth had some antique and some very vintage items, and I couldn't get everything that I wanted that day, but I do want to go back and visit. I don't live in Round Rock, but I do want to stop by if I have a chance. And then the last booth I purchased 2 items, no, actually 3 items from. That was the Holly Hobby mitt, and then uh, this stocking. And this is not, it's vintage-like, but not vintage, right? But I just thought this person did a wonderful job in adding this detail of a tag, and it's a quilted tag. So cute, wonderful fabric, and it coordinates with the image of the stocking. So this is probably something that was, a screen print, a panel of some kind. But I thought it was so wonderful, and the vintage snowman was so cute. And then it has a tag here, and then it's got the little buttons, and it's also quilted. So yeah, this person did such a beautiful job with this stocking that I had to get it. On the back, it had some longhorns of that tag, and then that tag, and this other tag had some, winter figures. So really, really cute, very well made. So I think this was um, $10. So I thought it was a great deal. And then finally, just a vintage ornament. I have a Victorian tree, and so I tried to just get um, ornaments that might relate to the time period. And so anything antique or vintage up to the 1930s, I like to get for my collection. So that is it. Thanks for joining me today, and hope to share some other finds with you very soon. Have a great day. Take care. See you then. Bye.